Yo, this is Douglas Hamadisha with another video from NobodyMotivation.com, where we aim to hit you up with videos on a weekly basis designed to educate, inspire and motivate you to achieve your biggest, brightest and boldest goals. Now, today being Black Friday, I took it upon myself to see what I could procure in the shopping centre, looking at random things that potentially I didn't even need or want, but I just felt compelled, like the rest of the herd, I guess, to come home with some sort of bags to demonstrate I've exercised my retail therapy and I bought a whole heap of junk that I don't actually need. Well, Black Friday is one of those days whereby the retail companies out there who spend most of the time in the red, that means they are in debt, sell off the old wares that nobody wants or needs at a discounted price, and then hopefully they go back into the black. And on top of that, it signifies, if you're in the US, the start of the holiday season after Thanksgiving. Behavior scientists have taken people watching to the next level, and they've actually studied the way people behave while making purchasing decisions. And they've concluded that the parts of the brain that are engaged when you're out shopping is not the neural cortex that deals with your logic and reasoning, it's the limbic system that deals with your emotions. Okay, so people tend to buy things that they want opposed to what they need. And those decisions are basically emotionally driven. And this is why when you go out to buy any item, there normally has a story behind it that they're trying to sell to you via the advertising, so you can buy into a lifestyle, engage you on some sort of emotional level, and try and steer you away as much as possible from the logical decisions that your neocortex will be involved in. Now, as I'm saying this to you, I'm also saying this to myself, because I can tell you quite frankly, I'm one of the biggest suckers when it comes to shopping. I mean, any retail assistant will be able to see me coming from miles away. I'll be fidgeting, my eyes be darting from left to right. I won't know what I want, no clear plan. All they need to do is give me the eye contact. And if our eyes connect, I'm drawn in. It's like a vortex. I cannot resist. I'll be engaged in mindless conversations about gadgets, clothes, anything that I might actually need at that particular time, but somehow the assistant, if she's good or he's good at their job, will convince me. Now, I've got a closet full of items that, quite frankly, I'll never wear. Bought on Black Friday. I've got suede shoes, I've got blazers, I've got all sorts of things. So to avoid a closet full of junk, here are my 5 tips to help you navigate the Black Friday sales. Number 1, avoid going shopping when you feel emotional. Steer away from substances such as caffeine and alcohol. Anything that can make your mood spike in any way is not good. You want to be in a state whereby you can engage that neocortex so you can apply some reasoning to the purchase. Number 2, do your research. There are tons of websites online that are focused around giving you a price comparison. By the time you end up committing yourself to shopping, you should have a clear understanding as to what you're buying and where can you get the best deals. Number 3 follows on from doing your research, and that is you take your time. You don't have to make the purchase today. This is something the retailers are trying to get you to do. They're inducing fear, which is another emotion, to make you feel that if you don't buy this item today, you miss out on something, because they know the human being doesn't like to lose out on anything. Everybody wants to be first, nobody wants to be last. So they create this heightened sense of urgency. Buy it today, last chance, etc., 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 just to get you to make that purchase. Resist. You have the power, buy on your own terms. Number 4, why now? I mean, there was a point in time where you wanted the item, 3 months ago, 6 months ago maybe. But why now do you actually need it? This is a question we all need to ask ourselves before we commit to spending on Black Friday or any other sale, to be honest, is the why now. If you can conclude that the value of the item has remained constant throughout that period, then buy it and have no regrets, because no one's going to treat you better than you can treat yourself. Number 5 is don't follow the herd. Now, the trick is to pretend you're part of the herd, but you're somewhat aloof. You go about your business knowing quite well that you've done your research. You know the value of the item that you want to procure. You've asked yourself, why now? Therefore, you're confident in making that purchase decision. But as far as the herd is concerned, you're part of the herd, but really you're not. So I guess you guys are wondering how I managed to become richer shopping on Black Friday with no money. But that answer is simple. It's cost avoidance. By using those 5 tips I've talked you through, I managed to save a lot of money. And saving is one of the most important activities in the accumulation of wealth. So I guess I did get richer. Now remember guys, all of this means nothing if it's not applied and shared. Each one, teach one. This is Douglas Hamadishe for NobodyMotivation.com. I'm out. Okay. I did manage to get something, and that is the Canon EOS 77D. Okay, so this is what we're going to be using for our next set of videos. So hopefully the standards will improve. Nobody Motivation.